Life's a journey, step by step you see. Gotta get it right, that's the learning. One step at a time, that's the only way to make the most of each and every day. That song y'all been loving so much. My work has been listening to it, family members listening to it, and Spotify kids all over Michigan has been listening to it. Through family and friends, it's been amazing how much you guys been loving the song. I even edited it and it sounds way better too on top of that. But I never made a video about it to show how the lyrics support so much through the song. And what I meant by life's a journey, step by step you see. It's all about the past 4 years, honestly. It's all about, honestly, my fiance and how life has been through how life's been changing since we moved out. And gotta get it right, that's the ruling. It's mainly about teamwork, about work, about how life's been up and down and how certain things have been going with all of that by meaning of understanding. I'm pretty sure everyone's been through this, if not already, trying to figure out how to pay the bills on time, making sure everything's been trying to, even with work, trying to manage new things every single day, but how to manage certain things and get everything going. One step at a time, that's the only way. Because every single time, you gotta do, every single day, you gotta put one foot in front of the other, every single way. And to make the most out of each and every day, even if you have ups and downs, like for me when I start, yeah, I try to fix it, but it happens, is what it is. And with trying to fix everything, nothing's gonna be perfect. All you can do is make the most of what you can every single day by making the most of it, by pushing forward every single day. All you do is push forward through all the bullshit and just make yourself a better person every single day. I've even been realizing that with my parents since I moved out and how certain things seeing in their eyes, if I want to realize it or not. And next one is the pressure's on. Yeah, I can feel the heat. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. You're trying to grow up. On my end, I'm getting married next year in July, and yeah, the pressure is on, cause I gotta be the support with the money eventually. Even now I am, and I'm trying to figure out my life just like everybody else out there. And yeah, I didn't make it yet with music, but I know I will. I tested some things through YouTube, as you can see. I can't believe I'm already at 11,000 subscribers. My views aren't there yet, but I know I gotta figure out how to make it work with social media and be a digital creator. I know I can make it. All I gotta do is figure out the right kinks and what I'm doing wrong. And I think I'm figuring out, but we'll find out. Want every action to be pure and sweet? You try and make everything to be as sweet as possible and kind, just like you want to be kind to your next door neighbor, or even if you're at work or in your parent every single day, you'll be nice at work. I don't care how much of a bad day you're having. You don't take it out on others. You don't take it out on your family. You don't take it out on work. You don't take it care on like your partner or I don't care. I don't care if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. That I'll call them the others, or if you know what I'm talking about. But anyone you will be kind to. I don't care how bad their day is going. You got to be kind to them. Even if someone's treating you like crap, I don't care if it's you, your boss, anyone. I don't care if they're treating you like crap. You just put a smile on your face. You just push the pain. Because at the end of the day, once you put everything together, you can ask your boss. And I have done this before too. Is everything okay? And they told me their problems. Everyone's gonna be really severe until you make it better. And that's all you can do is make it better. Because what's the sense of being negative every single damn day for no reason? Seriously. What's the purpose of being negative? All you can do is be kind every single day. Because lifetime now is 75 to 80 years. You're lucky if you live past that. And life is too short to be negative all the damn time. You gotta think about it. But I remind myself with every rising sun, that sun, for sunrise to sunset, for sunrise to sunset, like I was just saying, every day is gonna come up. Every day is gonna come up, then back down, just like my sun up and down. Nothing is gonna change that sun from doing its cycle every single day. I don't care if you're in a bad mood, how you're feeling, if you don't want to work out, if you want to do certain things. Either way, you're gonna have something where only thing you can do is be nice to one another. Even if people want to be Karens, or what I mean by that is if no one is used to that name, it what is basically assembles this day and age. It's just someone that wants to be crazy for no reason, wants to be a psycho. All you can do is put a smile on your face and move the hell on. These endless moments have just begun. I feel like every day has been crazier every single day, depending on how you see it. If you actually don't want to be stuck at home, doing nothing, and will scroll all day, that's all on you. There's plenty of people that have been that way. I am. That was me a couple years ago, even when I was younger. I can admit, when I was younger, living with my parents, that's all I used to do sometimes is scroll. And yeah, I wish I can go back from the past and fix that, but hey, you can't fix the past. All you can do is right now. That's all you can do is right now. Some things I regret in the past, just like what I bet more people have, but you gotta move on from it. All you can do is move forward and see what the hell happens. Cause everything going on, I have no regrets really with certain things I've done. There's certain things, but who doesn't have regrets with certain things in their life what they want to do though? Think about it. One step at a time, that's the rhythm I hold. From one step at a time, that's the rhythm I hold. Basically just by putting one foot in front of the other, just getting out of bed. Try to do something with your life. Try to survive. Try to get through certain events or get out of your comfort zone and see what you want to do with your life. Anyone out there? I find it so hilarious. People are so afraid of this 4-letter word. It's called fear. Just like the 4-letter word L, love. And what I mean by fear and love is another 4-letter word that I cannot stand anymore. And certain people I just don't talk to about them anymore because it's not worth my breath. And it's called lazy. You gotta be feared that you're so lazy that you gotta do anything. You gotta put your heart and love into your family and your surroundings, even if it's to your enemies. The only thing you can do is be your best version of yourself. I mean by those 3 words. And with everything else going on, the only thing you do is be the best version of yourself. No need to rush. No need to rush. Just find my place. That's basically about just making it work every single day. And what I mean by that is I hate rushing. I don't know if anyone's like this anymore, but I hate rushing. As long as you do what you gotta do, even for work. If you get up a certain amount of time, and for example, I gotta be at work at 4 a.m. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and most people hate getting up that early, especially me. But hey, you gotta do it. You gotta pay the bills. So you gotta instead of getting up at 3:45 and rushing to work, then I get up at 3 o'clock or 2:30. Yeah, it's a killer getting up there early, so you mean you gotta go to bed earlier, or you deal with the pain. You go to bed late, but you set extra alarms or alarms even earlier. And on top of that, you figure it out. Do the best way you possibly can. With everything going on, what's the worst case scenario? You have extra early, so you drink caffeine and get ready for the day. No one wants to do it, but are you willing to pay the bills and survive, or be with your loved ones depending on how much longer they may have left or may not have left? Each little victory, a reason to believe, every single day getting up out of bed and being accomplished. That's what I believe in. Like, I was writing a song about being done with negative ones, and I honestly changed my entire song that I planned making in a little bit. I'm making a song about my fiance. I was gonna make a song about me being I'm done with negative people in my life, but I was thinking about last night. What's the sense of this? And since the past too, with each little victory, a reason to believe. All you can do is give every single day what not even once, is to believe in yourself about a little victory about yesterday. I really honestly did not want to go downtown and go see hi to certain people. But my fiance, my girl, she wanted to go downtown. And I asked her if she wanted to go. Did I really want to go? Hell no. All I wanted to do was go for a walk and come back. But she really wanted to go downtown. So I bit my tongue. I went downtown. At the end of the day, I had a great time. So did she for certain things. And you gotta get out of your comfort zone and just do it. You just gotta stop being this little bubble. This little bubble. And you just gotta just do it every single day. I don't care if it's a new job. I don't care if you have a new boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever. I don't care if you're trying to talk to someone that you haven't met before just to be friends. Because I have that problem too with friends wise. I given up with it. I'm glad my friend, best friend, fiance, I'm glad I have her in my life. For other friends wise, I talk to people, but I don't waste my time anymore. We're getting off track. That bit by bit, my heart will achieve. That bit by bit, every single day, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every year. Everyone has to decide what they want to do, bit by bit, every single second. Because believe it or not, people don't believe this is true. A lot of people don't believe this is true. Even my comments. Every single day, you have an option. You don't have to go to work. You can quit. But if you quit, what are you gonna do? Do you have income for the bills? If you do quit, if you don't, what would you do after that? Because finding a job these days is harder than saying. You find someone to pick you for a job or for work or for opportunities, it's hard to find these days. But everyone has an option. What will you do for the sacrifice for your family? One step at a time. That's the world that unfolds wide. It's just mainly about knowing what you gotta do. Every single time pushing through with everything else going on. And mainly, it's all about the world floating on wide with technology these days. I find it so insane, the VRs. If you see them on YouTube, those VRs that you look into them, that the older generation was looking through the VRs when they first came out and they're crying because they never been to Italy or Greece or Germany or anywhere they always want to be. It was like you're being there without actually being there. And so many dreams came true by finding that out. But that was just an example. And where are we at? Oh, with lessons learned and nowhere left to hide. Let's face it, there's technology. I laugh when people say that you can't get tracked with social media. I don't care if it's a work phone, if it's your phone. Your phone has a battery, internal battery. The government's always tracking you. And there's nowhere left to hide because everyone has a phone these days. If you have a phone, I don't care if it's off. They can still track you. There's a way in the phones how you always can get tracked. I don't care if I get tracked anymore. On my watch, on my phone, I don't care anymore. Because either way, they'll find a way to manage it, to figure it out. Even through Tesla, through the database. That's just an example. They always will find a way to track you. I don't know about you, but certain people have their certain beliefs about that. I just don't care anymore. There's so many things that I just don't care anymore that I'm not sure if anyone else as a man has their one word as a man code. I don't, but certain men don't have one that blows my mind. But yeah, it's just an example. where I'm getting at, but just think about it. Alright. Gotta soak it in. Gotta soak it in the bitter and the bliss. Life is way too better. There's negative people every single day, depending on what you want to do to the bliss. And I kind of go into the fog. It's not worth being negative about it. All you can do is go slow, creep in every single day, and see what hits. And each seal, each memory, with a gentle kiss, is like kissing your loved one. You're just hoping you can spend one more second, one more day with them. Trying to walk the line and keep my spirit bright. Because if you can be the sunshine every single day, be positive every single day, don't get me wrong, it's a pain in the rear. Try to be nice, positive every single day. But is it worth it to work out if you're in a bad mood into your good mood because you're putting yourself through pain to make it work? I think it's worth it. To put yourself through pain. No offense to anyone that's fat or chunky, nothing, no offense to anyone with that. Sorry if you're offended by this. But there's so many ways with technology now how to get fit instead of hurting yourself. And if you don't want to try out that way, you do you, boo. You do you. But there's so many ways now to get fit and to live longer. If you don't want to do it to overcome yourself, to do it, you do you. I'm not going to that topic. It's way too complicated. And we're going way off track. Hoping all my choices feel just right. Your choices may be not right, but that's how you learn and keep moving forward. The path isn't always clear. There's fog along the way. It's like I was saying about the fog. It's gotta figure it out. But trust in my compass will guide me to the grave. That's why I don't care if it's my public charger, if it's my watch, if it's my phone. Anywhere I go, I make sure I have a compass with me anywhere I go. Because, well, this day and age, with technology, even if you don't have technology, you gotta figure out how to go home somehow to your loved ones. Yeah, one foot in the front, that's a steady pace. Because all you can do is put one foot in front and keep on going, like I was getting at. Leave them nothing behind but love and grace. All you can do is be nice to your loved ones. If you're not nice to your loved ones, because I may have a rough history with that, but who doesn't? Who doesn't have rough past with their loved ones for being young and dumb? All you can do is be the best version you can today and move on. No room for regrets. No need to look behind. All you can do is do one thing at a time and hopefully get the right thing. Just open my eyes and peace of mind, you'll find. All you can do is be nice and see what happens and go on from there. One step at a time, that's the rhythm I hold. With everything going on, all you can do is be your best version of yourself. And the reason why I started making music, and if you want to hear more about it, comment below. The reason why I started making music is, do you think I'm a singer? Not really. But Higher Price is the one that I hope you watch it all the way through. And Higher Price is the one that made me want to go into this, is because those songs I make with how my life turned out, if my kids or grandkids listen to my music someday, this is how I thought about this, is with this lyric is, I want my kids to listen to my music and feel how my life went. With their COVID, their certain things. When I started making music, I always thought that myself, that my children can listen to my music someday when they miss me when I pass, whenever down the line. They can listen to my music and know how I felt and feel at peace. They have something with me that, if it's not recording on myself, the past, if it's something, at least my music can be something they can listen to have a big hold. That's the reason why I started doing music, because I thought it was a fantastic idea and almost anyone can make from visual creator. It's not easy, but I know you can make. I know I can make it. If anyone else can do it, I can do it. No need to rush this fireplace. You know, I was saying just by pushing through, and I hate rushing these days. Each little victory, a reason to believe. If you don't believe in yourself, what do you have anymore? That bit by bit, my heart. That bit by bit. Yeah, that bit by bit, my heart will achieve. If you don't believe in yourself, your heart will achieve, and you're failing yourself. Let's be honest. One step at a time, the world unfolds wide. Like I was saying, the world is not that big anymore with technology. If you think about it, with lessons learned and nowhere left to hide, every single day, you learn a lesson. I learned a lesson about my community yesterday, talking to certain people, and I know on my end, I'm not gonna dirty the laundry or anything, but I found out certain things about my community yesterday that opened up my eyes that I was having issues about myself, and I know what the problem is now, and all I can do about making better is doing myself with music. That's what I found out yesterday. Without going into it. Gonna soak it in the bitter and the bliss. All you can do is soak in the memory into your brain. Keep seeing what you're doing. Keep on going. Back, forth, back, forth. Learn lessons. Think. No, I don't have a headache. I make an example. Think, and do it. All you can do is be a doer and not a thinker. I cannot stand people that think anymore. Be a doer. And seal each memory with a gentle kiss. All you can do is think about your memory and do it. I cannot stand thinkers anymore. If you're a thinker and you don't do it within a year, I'll listen to you. If you're a family or a friend, I do respect. But certain people, I will give crap to. Think about it. Well, I hope you love this video. If you like, comment, and any other advice with the videos, I hope this helps. If not, I hope you all have a great day. Peace. Oh, and don't forget soulvibemerch.com. Check it out. Peace.